Alqueria, an everyday story of ordinary people.
Are you crazy or what?
It is now AD 762 and the Moors hold sway on the Iberian Peninsula. Alqueria has enjoyed over 400 golden years of peace and harmony, but that will change, and change abruptly, as fate conspires against our little village. Alqueria is ruled over by the Caliph Abdul Mustafa Polk, as we join the ancestors of our heroes Manuela and Antonio Payato toiling in the Remit Root fields. It is said that Abdul Mustafa Polk has much anger, Manuela.
Si Antoba much anger. He checked his stock and found that wife number 13 was missing. The pressure of his blood is high and he speaks many bad words.
No me digas. To where is she, Manuela?
She was with Randy Ricardo 2 days past. They were giggling and doing things, Antomba.
The things you do, Manuela?
Don't start, Antomba.
Not even a little, Manuela.
No, Antomba. And don't do that while I am sort the seeds of Remy root.
Oh, just a little play, Manuela.
Not now, Antomba. We must prepare for much trouble. If number 13 is found with Ricardo, it will hit the fan.
Yes, Manuela, but electric fans haven't been invented yet.
What idiot writes this rubbish?
We now move to a road mender's hut somewhere in Alqueria. The once deserted hut now contains the following: a double bed, a sheepskin of wine, red in colour, and an amphorae of olive oil, extra virgin if you'll excuse the phrase.
Olive oil?
Yes, Paloma, Swafiga hasn't been invented yet.
Oh, I see. Manuela again.
Not Manuela this time, Paloma. And wait for the plot to skillfully develop.
You wish.
As I said, a bed, red wine and olive oil. Oh yes, and a couple. For the sake of decency, we'll just say they are making use of the bed, wine and olive oil in an extremely creative way. Footsteps.
Brilliant deduction, Sherlock.
Pilar, shut up. And Sherlock hasn't been invented yet either. The door opens.
I'm saying nothing.
The door opens, framing Abdul Mustafa Polk and 2 of his henchmen. What are you doing with my number 13 wife? Oh, I see. Well, stop it. Take them away, Halim. Ricardo is roughly bundled out of the road mender's hut, and his wayward wife returned to the harem, and immediately downgraded to number 24. But Abdul continues to brood over the day's events. I must teach the people of Alqueria not to mess with Abdul. What will be their punishment? Abdul seeks revenge. Amid much hair-tearing, swearing, sweating and flatulence, Abdul decided on a course of action.
Nice.
Alqueria has a favourite hilltop position high in the Sierra Amia. I will have it moved into the stinking, dark and smelly valley below. Ha ha ha! Abdul has spoken. Let it be done.
And done it was.
I think it is the listeners that have been done.
Alqueria was dismantled stone by stone and rebuilt in the valley below. Try doing that on television with our budget. A word from our sponsor. Drink Remit Root and make reality what you want reality to be.
Remit for you, Remit Root for me, Remit Root, it makes you frisky.
Remit Root, available from the bar La Casa di Vanti and other outlets. The Chief Medical Officer of Alqueria, Carlos Carlos, certifies that Remit Root is suitable for human consumption. Well, almost.
Remit Root.
And now back to Alqueria. In reconstruction instructed Alqueria we join our ancestors as they again tend the remit root crop. It needs a great deal of attention.
So does Manuela.
Thank you, Paloma, for that observation. Manuela and Antonbar are discussing the new arrivals in Alqueria, those that came after Abdul relocated our pueblo. These people became known as the newcomers, and they settled in their own barrio to the east.
What are you doing? That is not the Rimirut diba you put in my hand. Is it, Antonba?
Oh, you notice, Manuela? What of these newcomers who build their houses to the east?
They come with much money and much face. I do not like them. It is our village. We must resist the newcomers and never enter their barrio. We must make much trouble for them, Antonba.
Oh no, Manuela, stones will be thrown and I will get hurt. I always do. Oh no, please, Manuela, can't we just send them a nasty letter, Manuela?
No, Antonba, you have the spine of a pulpo. Stop crying and summon a council of war.
So started the barrio rivalry between the hill people and the newcomers, which, over time, matured into civil unrest and finally undeclared civil war. This perpetual feud became known as the Alquerian pastime. We now sweep majestically forward in...
Waxing lyrical won't save this script.
Thank you, Pillar, for that vote of confidence. Sweeping forward again in time, we see a pile of ancient yellowing documents being examined by Alqueria's very own intellectual, Don Sagio. The term intellectual is of course relative, and relative to the population of Alqueria, a cucaracha ranks as a profound thinker. Sagio can, however, read at an adult level and has mastered joined-up writing.
1492. The signatures are those of Isabella and Ferdinand.
Listeners may notice Don Sagio's accent. He was in fact a 45-year-old graduate from Oldham Comprehensive. Don Sagio is talking to no one in particular as he translates the documents.
Are the Christian reconquest? Let me see. What does it say?
We, the Catholic monarchs of Spain, declare the end of the reconquest of all Iberia, apart from that silly little bit on the left with the depressing music and the principality known as Alqueria.
Sagio realised the paragraph's implications and continued to scrutinise the papers. Unfortunately, he had misplaced his scrut, so he...
What total rubbish!
So he read on instead.
Let me read on instead.
My husband and I entered Alqueria during the summer of 1492, when a lowly serf by the name of Antabar slipped something into my hand. It certainly wasn't a remitute dibber.
That must be Antonio Poyato's ancestor. I'll read on. I wish I could find my scrut.
The weather immediately turned cold and a foul stench rose from the earth. The people showed no respect for our position and threw things at us. Strange things, things that steamed. We left Alqueria and vowed never to return. For henceforth Alqueria will be shown on no map and never mentioned in any document. Well, apart from this one, of course, which goes without saying, or how else would we decree that it shouldn't appear in any document?
Ah, so the Catholic monarchs were idiots as well.
Sagio was aghast. Just what was the status of Alqueria? If not a part of Spain, then what? A letter was duly drafted and sent to the Madrid government asking for clarification. It simply read, "Is Alqueria part of Spain?" A reply was quick in coming, and it simply said, "Not bloody likely." What will become of Alqueria? Bait your breath and wait for the next exciting episode.
It's kind of to say nothing.
That was Alqueria, produced by IndoloProductions.com and written by John MacDonald. Manuela was played by Maria Alvarez, Don Sagio by Tony Green, Queen Isabella by Megan Green. Other characters were played by members of the cast.